Madison and Kim, thanks for being here. The two of you are 21-2 on the season, and that's a very impressive record in its own. But this is actually the first year you guys have been teamed up. So take me back to the very beginning of this relationship. How did your partnership come to be?
So I'm a senior and Madison's a sophomore, and last year we actually had completely different partners. She played with a girl called Danielle and I played with a girl called Steph. And then this year our coach decided to mix things up. Obviously those two players actually left, so we needed to find a new partnership. So our coach decided to give us a try, and then it kind of went really well right from the very start, and it's just gone from there really.
So did the two of you expect to find success so quickly?
I don't think we were necessarily looking for success. I think once we got paired in practice, we played a few sets, realized that we had great potential. I mean, I set her up at the net. She loves being aggressive at the net. I love being aggressive from the baseline. So we just work really well together, and I think over time we started to realize that success was in reach, and we realized how good we could be. So.
And from the beginning, was the partnership something that came naturally?
I mean, I don't think we originally thought we would ever be paired. We're completely opposite singles players, so when we heard we were going to be paired, we were just like, oh, we'll just go with it, play a few sets, and we realized, wow, we actually have good chemistry together. We work really well together, and then we played a few tournaments, was undefeated, went into regionals, ended up getting semifinals as a rookie, and we've just been playing well ever since. So. Yeah.
So, Kim, take me to what it was like building chemistry. How was it at the start? Was it something that came natural or something that started to build over time?
I feel like we've always had a good chemistry. Obviously we were friends off the court, we were good teammates. But when we're on the court, we just kind of have a bond. We know what the other person's going to do, and we just have fun on the court, and I think that really contributes to how well we actually do.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's actually go back to your match against the #1 team from Kentucky. So of course you defeated them 6-4. In the time leading up to the match, did you feel any extra pressure?
I don't think we went in with any pressure. We were technically the underdogs. We hadn't had a ranking at the time. Obviously our record showed our potential, but we went in just thinking, let's just go for it. We know how good we are. We know how much potential we had. We knew we had a chance of beating #1, but we just went in playing our game, and we executed it really well, so we were happy with that.
And I've heard you talk about how you had to play a little more aggressively, and you just put it all out on the line. Was that something you had planned going in, or was that just sort of the emotion of the match that brought you to that point?
I definitely think we knew that going into the match. I mean, in practice, a few days before leading up to it, I said I was just going to be really aggressive from the back. She was going to look to move. We practiced it a few times, and we just won it and just killed it. So we were happy with the outcome.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how your playing styles differ.
So I'm more of a net player, so I'm the one that's poaching at the net, but I can't do my job without Madison, and Madison's the baseline player. So she just hits really hard, heavy, deep shots, and then I just wait for the right ball to move on. So that's probably why we work so well together. We're both so different players individually that we really work well together.
And like you said, you do work well together, and I'm sure a lot of that comes from your relationship off the court. Tell me what it's like.
We just are really silly with each other. I mean, we always are joking around, even in a match, even against Kentucky, going up match point, I was super nervous serving for the match, and she's just laughing, playing it off pretend you're down 40-15, really relaxed. And I think that is the same off the court. When we travel, we're laughing, we do normal things, I don't know, we're just funny.
Eat food.
Yeah, we eat a lot, a lot.
Yeah. So before each match, do you guys have a pre-match ritual or anything interesting you do to prepare?
Not necessarily, honestly. We go in, it's funny because all the players on our team warm up with our doubles partners, and we actually don't warm up with each other. I warm up with my teammate Kaylin, and she warms up with her partner Natalie, and it's funny because we don't really like hitting with each other. I mean, it's funny, but that's honestly the only thing that we do before a match. But other than that, we just go in, playing our game. That's it, really.
That's great. Well, I really would like to thank you guys for being here. And for Who's That Hoosier, I'm Tyler Sorg.